Hi guys! Did you just get accepted into the Disney College Program? Or are you about to start your Disney College Program? Or have you just started your Disney College Program? Well, to those things I say congratulations! 3 years ago this week I started my own Disney College Program where I worked for 5 months down in Orlando, Florida at Disney World. It was an amazing experience, and I suggest everyone who can and who is just a little bit interested to at least check it out and to apply, because applications for the next semester, which is DCP Fall 2018, have already dropped. So if you're looking into it, I suggest applying for it because it was a life-changing experience. Today, I wanted to give some advice to people, especially who are just starting their DCPs. I know a lot of people are already down there, but there are some who are about to start or maybe even starting this week. So today I thought I would do something a little special and become Professor Liz and just welcome you guys to DCP 101. Most of this video is going to be me talking about terms, acronyms, special words, or whatever that people in the DCP or in cast members in general. This won't be terribly in-depth, but it could be a good source for people who don't know very much. And I know from when I started, I didn't know very much. So I hope you guys can use this as a tool, and hope it'll help you out. So let's start with acronyms first. There is something you will learn very quickly, and that it's Disney World and cast members love using acronyms. By the way, these terms mostly apply to Walt Disney World because that's what I'm most familiar with, but I know a lot of these could also probably apply to Disneyland as well. So let's start off with some basic acronyms. Let's start out with the most basic, WDW, Walt Disney World. MK, Magic Kingdom. DAK, or DAK, Disney's Animal Kingdom. DHS, Disney's Hollywood Studios. Epcot. Epcot is the name of the park, but it's also in and of itself an acronym. It stands for Experimental Prototype City of Tomorrow, but cast members use it a lot for fun little acronyms, one of the most common being Every Paycheck Comes on Thursday, which is true. You will get your paycheck every Thursday. DLR, Disneyland Resort. FANT, short for Fantasmic. PhilHar, short for Mickey's PhilharMagic. FOTLK, or FOTLK, Festival of the Lion King. DEP, Disney's Electric Parade. This is a now extinct parade that used to run in all of the Disney parks basically. It ran in Disney World and Disneyland for a very, very long time. And it's no longer there, but it was there for so long and that it's so classic and has such a legacy that I wouldn't be surprised if you hear more seasoned cast members speak about it. MRFF, Mickey's Royal Friendship Fair. MVMCP, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. MNSSHP, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. MySci, or MySci Dai Pi, Move It, Shake It, Dance It, Play It. FOF, or FOF, Festival of Fantasy. DAR, or DAAR, Disney's Art of Animation Resort. DAKL, or DAKL, Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. Poly, Polynesian Resort. GF, or Grand Flo, Grand Floridian Resort. CBR, Caribbean Beach Resort. AS, All-Star Resort. BC, Beach Club Resort. CT, Contemporary Resort. PC, Pop Century Resort. FW, Fort Wilderness. OKW, Old Key West. SSR, Saratoga Springs Resort. DCP, or CP. This is both an acronym and used as a term. DCP means Disney College Program, and a lot of people who work under the DCP are referred to as CPs. It's just a term to differentiate different types of cast member. QSFB, Quick Service Food and Beverage. This is a type of role. This is the role that I did, and it's very common. It's basically Disney fast food. ODV, Outdoor Vending. This is a type of QSFB kind of position where you will be working usually in a stand or any kind of outdoor area instead of an indoor restaurant. CM, cast member. FT, full-time. PT, part-time. ER, early release. You can either request it, or a lot of times your boss or your leader or whoever can grant you an ER. ER is when they just let you leave your shift early. It's usually because it's not very busy and they just really don't need you there. ADO, approved day off. This is different from just your normal regular day off. This is a day off that you asked for and that they have given you. MDX or MDE, My Disney Experience. This is an app and a website that is extremely useful. I know I used it almost every day that I was at Disney World. I suggest you download it right now. A lot of people use it to book fast passes, book restaurant reservations, look at guide times for shows and characters, and to also see the wait times on certain attractions. CDS, Cast Deployment System. This is a system that a lot of cast members use in order to clock in. They can also use it to check their schedule, to trade shifts with other cast members, to apply for ERs. ROS, release of shift. This is different from an ER because an ER is something they approved and that you asked for or that they just gave to you, and it's all good. They just really don't need you. Release of shift usually happens if you're too sick or too injured to continue to work. DU, this stands for Disney University. This is a building where a lot of new cast member takes a lot of their orientation classes. This is where traditions happens, which is something I will talk about in a little bit. EMH, extra magic hours. PI, professional internship. This is under the umbrella of Disney internships and programs. It's the same umbrella as the DCP. It's different from a DCP in that a DCP you just go there and work a random job, whereas a professional internship you go down there and work for your specific career field. ICP, International College Program. It's a huge program. It works a little bit differently than the regular Disney college program, which is just for people living in the United States. ICP hires people from all over the world and they come over to Disney World, and their programs are usually longer. From what I remember, they usually either work 6 months or a whole year. I worked with a lot of ICPs, especially from Australia, from Japan, from China, from Mexico, from the UK, all over the world, and it's a really awesome program. And yeah, you will meet a lot of people who are not from America. It's really cool. ECV, Electronic Convenience Vehicle. This is the wheelchairs that people use who need them. Here are some general terms that every cast member uses. First is Disney Look. Disney Look applies to both what you wear before you technically start, or when you're in orientation classes or things like that, and also when you're working in your costume. So if you're not in costume but you need to do Disney Look, you need to be wearing conservative, business casual clothes. While you're working, it's important to, especially if you're working with food, to not have any jewelry on you, especially on your hands, because they could get in the food. So no rings unless it's a wedding ring. I don't think they make you take off your wedding ring. If you're wearing earrings, ladies, they have to be small studs. I don't think they allow hoops, I'm not sure. They just recently, in the past few years, have allowed beards, but they need to be very well kept. I could probably do a whole video on Disney Look, but there's a basic rundown. Role. Your role is your job. So my role was quick service food and beverage. Safe D begins with me. This is a phrase because Disney prides safety above everything else. So they want to make sure that cast members always make their environment safe for themselves and safe for the guests. The 4 keys. The 4 keys are 4 things that every cast member needs to strive for every day, and they are safety, courtesy, show, and efficiency. And in that order, it's a hierarchy. The Disney point. The Disney parks are very inclusive. And not only do a lot of people who work there come from different parts of the world, but especially a lot of the guests come from all over. And in some cultures, a single finger point is considered offensive. In order to make sure that nobody feels unwelcome or that nobody feels ostracized or offended, Disney has trained cast members to point with 2 fingers or whole hand. The Hub. The Hub is a special website where you literally do everything. This is where your schedule drops. This is where you request for days off. You can use it to get cast member discounts on hotel reservations. It will be the single most important website at your disposal as a cast member. Traditions. Traditions is an orientation class that every single cast member has to go to. It's their introductory class. It tells them what they're doing as a cast member, why they've been chosen as a cast member, what's expected of them as a cast member, and why it's amazing to work for the Disney company. Main gate. Every cast member gets a main gate pass, and that main gate pass allows them to go into the parks when they are not working. Company D. This is a cast member exclusive store. That's where I got this shirt that I'm wearing right now, and also where I got this shadow box. Cast Connections. This is a separate cast member only store. It's filled with a lot of stuff that is overflow, including food, lots of merchandise. There's a room called Property Control where damaged and out of date things are, and they sell you at a heavy discounted. On stage. On stage refers to anywhere that a guest can access or that they can see. Backstage, on the other hand, is places where only cast members can access. Photo Pass is both a role and a photo service that Disney uses. The Photo Pass cast member takes pictures for you and your family or whoever, and then the service that they use to allow you to download and buy the photographs that the Photo Pass photographer has taken is called Photo Pass as well. Deployed. Deployed means you are sent away from your regular area, a regular location, and sent temporarily to a new location. This is usually because your current location either has too many people working there and they just need to send you somewhere else, or that it's temporarily closed. FastPass Plus, or more commonly known as just FastPass. FastPasses are special passes that you can get, or guests can get, that allow you to skip through the line. And it also allows you to get special preferential seating during shows. Coordinator, captain, and leader. These people are your bosses. 101. 101 is a specific radio call that is very common, and it means that the area that you're working is going to close temporarily. It's usually weather related. 102 is the opposite. It means everything's reopening. Finally, here's some DCP specific terms. If you hear someone refer to them as an advantage or CP advantage, this means that they are working longer. Most CP programs last anywhere between 3 to 5 months. Advantage is anywhere from 6 to 8 months, about that time. Patterson Court is one of the 4 CP apartment complexes that you will be staying in. It is the newest of the 4 and is the only apartment complex that does not have a bus route. Luckily, it's right across the street from another one of the complexes, which is Chatham Square, which is the biggest and one of the main places where the buses go. The Commons is the smallest of Disney housing. It used to be where a lot of the ICP people used to go. It is no longer that. I believe it's more open to general and they just put ICPs where they can. Vista Way is the original and oldest of the CP housing, and it's located a bit of a ways away from the Commons, Chatham, and Patterson, which are all in the same area. It's the main bus route, so the buses start at Vista and go everywhere else. Transtar is the bus system that the DCP uses. CP Gap. A CP Gap is the gap between the end of the regular program and the beginning of the next regular program, in which CP Advantage people kind of pick up the slack. And finally, the last term is Disney Alumni Association. The Disney Alumni Association is a special association that you are inducted into once your CP program is over. So yes, I'm a member of the Disney Alumni Association. There you guys have it. These are a lot of terms, I know, but they are very common and things that you might hear and some of them you will definitely hear during your time as a cast member. If you need any other advice or have any other questions, please feel free to ask, or if you are an alumni or just a cast member, please say other things maybe that I didn't cover that could be helpful to any incoming cast members or CPs. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, and all that great stuff. And I will see you guys next week with a brand new video. Bye! Good luck! Class dismissed.